definitely worth a visit. Not just once, but multiple times. This storied paradise is a throwback to the times when life was more natural and untouched.
Batanes is a happy place that will rejuvenate even the most seasoned travelers and will serve as a refuge for tired city dwellers looking to take a break from the concrete jungle.
A trip to Batanes will calm your mind and rejuvenate your soul, leaving a new, renewed appreciation to the future with a simple life.
Sabtang Lighthouse. In the early 2000s, the beacon, together with the Basco and Tide lighthouses, was part of the project headed by the late Representative Badge Abad. All three were constructed primarily as guides to the seafarers crossing the Pacific Ocean and West Philippine Sea, but later on, they were turned into tourist spots. The beam offers a breathtaking view of the rolling hills and the open ocean from top of its observation tower. Shower View Deck. Shower View Deck is one of the highest areas in South Batan Island in Batanes, situated on the mountainside between the towns of Basco and MHIKO. The view deck was built overlooking the West Philippine Sea. The Shower View Deck features rolling green hills, rock formations, and a panoramic view of the seascape. There is also a cave of the Virgin Mary and the concrete chairs for the visitors located at the top of the view deck. The Deep Naisupuan Japanese Tunnel. It served as a shelter for the Japanese forces during the World War II, between 1941 to 1945. The soldiers had the Ivatan troops dig the tunnel, building the 5 exit points, bunkers, chambers, and a reservoir. The bunker was their headquarters during the battle with the Americans. You will find nothing inside but stones, small walls, and walls of the broken tube. Many entry points have concrete above to shield the tunnel from the bombs. To ensure safety, tourists should not enter the tunnel without a tour guide and a flashlight or torch. Naidi Hills. The Batanes Lighthouse has been constructed here in Naidi Hills. The site offers a breathtaking view of Baluarte Bay, Basco Town, Mount Iraya, and sloping hills of Batan Island. Naidi is derived from the Ivatan past settlement. According to history, it was once the most extensive wireless communication facility in the country, connecting Batanes to Manila during the American period, up to the miss of the grenade by the Japanese Imperial Air Force in the beginning of World War II. Mount Carmel Chapel or Tucon Church. Batanes has dozens of churches scattered throughout its inhabited islands, but one church that you shouldn't miss when you do go for a visit is Mount Carmel Chapel, also known to locals as Tucon Church. Local artisans built this small chapel on top of the hill, and the province's traditional stone houses inspired its design. The chapel is ideal for the couples who want a romantic and small marriage ceremony. Inside of the chapel are paintings of the saints done by the local artist.
The Morong Beach. Located in Sabtang Island, Morong Beach is one of the more popular beaches in the province, thanks to the large formation rock called Nakabuang Arc. This natural formation is said to be the most photographed spot in all of Batanes and has become the icon of Sabtang Island and Batanes as a whole. Unlike other beaches, the waves in Morong Beach are gentler, making it safer for tourists to take a dip. Its pristine white sand is comparable to that of Boracay. The Basco Lighthouse. Built in March 2003 to serve as a guide to local fishermen, the 66-feet tower Basco Lighthouse offers a 360-degree view of Basco Town proper, Basco Port, and the West Philippine Sea. Basco Lighthouse is one of the 3 active lighthouses suggested by Florencio Abad, a former Batanes congressman. Sabtang and MHIKO are the 2 other lighthouses, and all of them are considered tourist attractions in the province. The Balugan Boulder Beach. It is said that the rocks on this beach were ejected from Mount Iraya during an eruption several centuries ago, and that the stones have been rounded due to the years of continually pounding waves from the Pacific Ocean. Because of the rough terrain, swimming at Volgan Bolter Beach is not allowed. Taking the stones as the souvenirs is not allowed either. It's one of the must-see tourist spots in the province. Next is Daraku, Apayaman. There is no shortage of Batanes tourist spots in Batan Island, and you can get a taste of Batanes history and culture as you go from the one town to another. Perhaps the most photographed tourist spot in Batanes is Daraku, Apayaman, affectionately called Marlboro Hills in Mahataw. The hills are vast pasture land dotted with grazing cows, carabaos, and horses. It offers a perfect view of where land, sea, and sky meet in harmony. The House of Dakay, the oldest surviving stone house in the island province. It is the one of the only 5 houses that remain standing after a strong earthquake hit the island in the early 90s. Near the House of Dakay is the old Spanish bridge. During built colonial times, it is still being used as a pedestrian bridge by the locals today. In 1887, Luisa Estrella commissioned the construction of the House of Dakay, but turned it over to her favorite nephew, Jose Dakay Estrella, to whom the structure was named after.
Mount Iralia, one of the great examples of famous tourist attractions in Batanes. Mount Iralia, this tourist spot is significant landmark of invasions of according to the older, if whenever someone important in their tribe passes away, a ring of clouds appear above the mountains. The other also talk the past Mount Iralia eruptions referring to the gaps near the top of never lava and matter spewed from the craters. Mount Iralia is one of the Philippines' 22 active volcanoes, and its last eruptions that took place in 1454. The young rolling hills will give you a beautiful view of a majestic Mount Iralia, as well as the province of significant East Island and Batan, Asan, Bit, and Bayat of at once. A big part of rolling used to be public land of covered and in Kalgon grass, which is used with local des Kalgon roof. Today, you can see the most of land in Biyang consists of the farmland. From after you can see the goat, cow, grazing, and the energy. You also got a glimpse of beautiful place West Philippine Sea when you come in Philippines. Tayid Lighthouse is located in Mathaw on the other side of Batan Island, built around the same time as Vasco Lighthouse. The structure faces as the Pacific Oceans and is best seen at Daraku and Payaman. Many tourists consider at an 18th century old edifice, but actually it was built during the century's 2000s. Built is initially for guiding and the boats, and the lighthouse doubles as a tourist spot and offers a view of the surrounding green land. Church, just a few meters from Honesty Coffee Shop and facing the Ivana Park is the San Jose Ivana Church Foundation, date back to 1775, and the original church ruins, which is used to house and the altarpiece and sacrifice publicity as until stand on the back of the church.